All right, welcome to this Wotoken dApp Wallet presentation. Now we're going to look into what Wotoken really is, how it works, and how you can actually profit from just using their products. Now, first and foremost, it's important to know that Wotoken itself is not the token. The Wotoken is actually a digital asset contracted intelligent dApp, meaning it's a decentralized blockchain application platform, and it's actually a comprehensive intelligent platform with the ability to integrate any blockchain platform service or product to it. Now, that means that this dApp is forming a complete ecosystem consisting of blockchain services such as OTC, insurance, MasterCard, and exchange, a decentralized multi-wallet, and much, much more. Now, Wotoken also integrated their artificial intelligence software called Apollo, which is connected to the wallet. Now, activating this will actually do 100% risk-free arbitrage trading for you, which will generate a daily revenue for the users. So just for holding your crypto in the Wotoken wallet, the Apollo AI software will generate a daily income for you. Now, the dApp and ecosystem is already funded, developed, and put into place by the War Foundation themselves. They actually didn't ask anyone for contributions or investments or anything like that. The Wotoken platform wants now to acquire a community by incentivizing members for using their platforms. Now, all profits generated by using the wallet is paid in a native token WAR, which is the underlying utility token for the entire ecosystem. The WAR value itself is based on a pricing mechanism on various factors, and the price increase of WAR is related to the market value of the entire platform Wotoken. So the more value added to the dApp itself, the higher the price of the WAR token. Now, to the owner's introduction, the owners of this platform is Nerex.pro. It is a Japanese exchange, and they announced late October that they acquired the Wotoken platform and are now planning to build and develop a digital blockchain ecosystem. They acquired 100% of the Wotoken platform and officially launched global operations at the same time. They are now building blockchain investments, blockchain multi-ecosystem construction plans, and venture capital for the War Foundation ecosystem. Now, at the right-hand side, we can actually see the corporate document, which I think is very important. We have the Wotoken Limited main company is registered in the BVI, and we have the certificate of good standing and corporate license of the War Foundation Ltd in Singapore. We're now also applying for the War Foundation corporate license in Poland and also in Australia. Now, over to the Wotoken native token, the War token itself. Now, first and foremost, it is not introduced the way we're used to. We're used to an ICO where developers introduce a project or an ID that they want to do, and they ask us to invest. Now, with Wotoken, they have done no ICO, they had no crowdfunding, and they had no big investors. This entire ecosystem project is funded by the owners themselves. And when it comes to us, you do not make any investment. You do not purchase anything, and there's no monthly fee to using the system, to using the wallet. The only thing we do, and the only way to actually acquire the War token, is by using the Wotoken wallet itself. Now, why did the Japanese exchange acquire the full rights of the Wotoken and dApp? Now, this is very interesting because this is where it comes to the strategy. I'm going to go through this quickly. Now, first and foremost, building a large community of War token owners by incentivizing the users using the wallet, they will all be exposed to the operating exchange in the ecosystem. That means that they will start trading War on their exchange, creating revenue for the owners themselves. There will also be fees inside the ecosystem that generates revenue to the War Foundation. There will be a massive increase of coin partners that want to list their coins on our exchange due to the large community of Wotoken users. Because the more exchange users you have, the more coins want to be listed at it. And the main vision here and the aim for the WooX, or I mean the Nerex, which is now the upcoming WooX exchange, is to become a top 5 world exchange. Additional services will be added through the dApp infrastructure for the ecosystem to grow and create even more revenue for the company. And as well, the most important part is what I said, integrating the exchange, that means Nerex.pro, directly into the Wotoken dApp. It will be renamed and launched as WooX. Now, this is going to happen in the end of May. That means this month. Now, you can actually see a beta test screenshot from integrating the exchange function into the Wotoken Intelligent dApp platform on the left side. And what's important to know is that the exchange will only be mobile. It will only be accessible through the Wotoken platform, meaning Nerix.pro will go offline and WooX will go online on the DApp. Now, when it comes to deposits of using the wallet, there's a minimum deposit amount of $1,000 in order to activate the Apollo. So if you deposit between $1,000 and $49.99, you will be earning between 0.21 to zero point 0.5 daily. That's between 6 to 15%. You can average it at about 10% monthly. If you deposit more than 5,000, you will be in Apollo 2 and you will receive between 0.23 to 0.65. That's 10 to 20% monthly. You can roughly average it at about 14 to 15%. Now, this varies on the arbitrage results of the company. So it is not a set interest, it's a floating interest between the numbers you see on the screen. Now, when it comes to the Apollo coin withdrawal fees, so first and foremost, very, very important, you have to know that you can withdraw your funds at any time. Now, there's no lockup of the coins that you put into this wallet. It's exactly as any other wallet. But if you withdraw from the Apollo within the first 45 days, there's a 5% fee. Now, the good thing is you can withdraw partially if you want to and need to. For example, if you deposit 5,000 in and you need $1,000 out after 3 days, you can then withdraw the $1,000 partially and pay 5% fee on that 1,000 only. Now, after 45 days of running the Apollo, there's only a 1% fee to withdraw from it. Now, converting WAR to Ethereum, there's a 2% fee paid in WAR. Now, this is important to know. Now, the WAR that we're earning is 100% liquid at all time. You can convert this to Ethereum and withdraw that as well at any time. So any funds that you have in the wallet is yours at any time, and there's no lockup. You can always withdraw them. Now, any withdrawal from the wallet, it is a basic 0.02% fee. Minimum is 11.84 WAR, and then it goes up as more you do, of course. Now, going over to the Wotoken Wallet affiliate program. Now, we are using an affiliate program to spread this, of course. So we are incentivizing people in order to actually accumulate more WAR. So if you introduce another person, if you share this wallet, like you've been sharing blockchain.info or Coinbase, or you've been recommending Exodus or whatever wallet, if you recommend Wotoken to someone and they start using this wallet, they will start earning. You will earn a 50% match on this person every day what is earning. Now, if you introduce two people, you will actually now receive 80% matching on both your directs and a 50% match on all the partners on your second line. If you introduce three people or more, you will now have 100% matching on all the partners on your front line. You will have 50% matching on all partners on your second line and 30% matching on all partners on your third line. And it doesn't really stop there. It goes as deep, the levels goes as deep as the personal introductions, all the way up to 15. You can, of course, introduce more, but it's only 15 levels deep. Now, with 15 people on your direct line, you will have 100% matching on their earnings. You'll have a 50% matching on all partners on your second line, 30% on third line, 10% on level 4 to 10, and 5% on level 11 to 15. Now, if you really want to maximize it, you can actually go for the Apollo levels. There's Apollo level 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. And to reach this level, you need to have 10 directs on your front line. I mean, it's 10 active directs who have activated with 1,000 minimum. And you need a total of $250,000 in your entire team structure. Now, what this gives you is an extra 5% on all levels. So you're having now 105 on your front line, 55 on your second, 35 on your third, 15 on level 4 to 10. And you're also opening up an infinity level bonus. So 5% on all levels below 11 to infinity. Now, reaching Apollo level 2, you need to have 3 Apollo level 1. That means 1 in each line. So the 1 in 3 lines, so to say. Now, instead of 5%, you can now add 10% from first level to infinity, all levels. Apollo level 3, you need to have 3 Apollo level 2 in your team. Now you can add 15% instead of the 10 from all levels, first to infinity. And as Apollo level 4, you need 3 Apollo level 3. Instead of 15, you can now add 20% from first to infinity on all levels. Now, we do also have Apollo level 5. Apologize for that. You don't get any more matching, but what you do now is that you are a shareholder in the War Foundation. All right, so moving on to the roadmap itself. So looking at what they've said to do, what they've already done, and what they are going to do in this year. So we're already done with the first, and we're halfway through the second quarter. They did start the high quality blockchain asset war through arbitrage. They have now started the application for MasterCard, which is connected to the War wallet. They established a business partnership with USAIG insurance company PacificLife.com, and they're also developing a medical big data terminal equipment, which is a blockchain project. They also now in the second quarter, they started the standard operation of KYC and AML, which is tied to the MasterCard. They have applied for the Polish Foundation of the War Foundation, are waiting for this. They also started the International Tourism Project, meaning that we can actually already pay for treatment at a Japanese hospitals with Wotoken. By the end of May, WooX exchange integration into the Wotoken DApp. We will then, after that, start the international game business and listing of War at the Exchange Alliance. The third quarter, we will apply for a Dutch banking license. We will also begin a third-party audit of the international financial standards at the BVI company, all in order to be transparent. We will also start the WO8 angel shareholder planning, start the development operation of the international shopping mall line, and launch of the business finance credit sector and the financial loan exchange. Now, these are two professional banking services that will bring, well, a lot of value. It will be asset, a credit sector, and a loan exchange. Now, in the fourth quarter, we're going to start the institutional investment round C. We're applying for IPO in Australia, Singapore, and Poland, not for the War Foundation, but for blockchain projects and other investors that are investing into Wotoken. We will start the global listing tour. We'll also start the annual VIP sharing dividends plan. Wotoken or War Foundation will also issue their own stable coin backed by Euro, and we will also open the online international shopping mall. So all of this, everything has already been completed to full satisfaction, and what we will see and what is to come is going to be completed to as much full satisfaction as we've seen anyway. So I'm really, really looking forward to this now. The next one and what we're looking forward to is, of course, the integration of WooX Exchange into Wotoken DApp. Now, future development plans. So Wotoken, as we said, will launch WooX Exchange by the end of May. This is the integration of the Nerex Pro. It will now become WooX, completed and fully functional and only available in the Wotoken DApp. Next thing is that we will register and open up a corporate office in Australia for the WooX Exchange. And we are also in the process of forming an alliance of exchanges. Starting in June, July, and August, War will be listed on 30 plus exchanges. And by the end of 2020, we're aiming to be at 100 exchanges. We're starting off with WooX and AgdaX exchanges, of course. Now, WooX will offer coin airdrops to all IEO projects conducted on their exchange to War VIP holders. So exchange fees, trading fees from the exchange will be shared among War holders as well as coin airdrops. It is possible to lock coins for higher interest depending on the VIP rank. The more information will be coming on this shortly. Now, the VIP ranks are VIP 1 holding 5,000 War, VIP 2 50,000 War, VIP 3 200,000 War, VIP 4 500,000 War, and Super VIP 1.2 million. Now, the Wotoken management with CEO will now conduct a global roadshow tour to present WooX Exchange, the Apollo software, the Wotoken ecosystem, and the VIP shareholder system. And we are now about, I believe, 40 or 50 people from the Western world that will be attending this and meeting everybody and getting this information. Now, Palau itself, a little country outside of China, they have not yet established any diplomatic relationships with them. And the War Foundation is in full communication and planning, placing a lot of weight on Wotoken becoming one of their two payment methods. And it actually seems almost certain that in the future, Wotoken will become Palau's official virtual cash. They already applied for 5 ATM machines where you can scan for War and cash out in local currency. And also the revenue model, our purpose is IPO listings. Now, we want to list as many assets that are not single assets, but high-tech products, medical solutions, and blockchain services for other substantive industries. For example, we already have Huobi and Benation that had applied for IPO IEO on the blockchain. or through our exchange, and the blockchain is now put into practical use to create this ecosystem. So at present, there's already many institutional investors that want to invest in Wotoken. For example, we have invisible natural light, one cellular phone with no transmission capability, no intermediate space station, and over 10 trillion broadband. We also have a blockchain application called Takos that can measure the body index in the Woo wallet. It can do measurements of possible organ diseases within the next 3 to 5 years, as well as the place in your body where the most cancer cells are most active. And the instrument can actually be used and measured in the public as it's very discreet. In about 1 month, Wotoken will introduce MR and VR glasses, and the War Fund, sorry there. The War Foundation will set up Woo USA Fund. It's a company registered in California, USA, in order to participate in the lucrative gold mining and medical cannabis industry because of its high potential and market vision. Now, whether it's a trade or an investment zone, the War Foundation will be in the spotlight of companies and institutions like this in order to maximize stability for long term. And War token holders above a certain amount, of course, will enjoy dividends from these real world industries as the revenue made, of course. So that is about to end it up. I want to round it up with some key points. Now, the Wotoken platform provides users with a simple, convenient, and a fully decentralized wallet. It's easy to use, simplifying the utilization of cryptocurrencies in the real world. It pays you daily profits between 0.21 to 0.65 just to use the wallet. You got a free activation of the AI Apollo with $1,000 deposit or more. The war is valued at 0.3835. It's practically nothing. We're actually in the beginning of this. All profits are paid in war and it's 100% liquid at all time. You can convert it to Ethereum directly in the wallet if you choose. Now, Wotoken also partnered with MasterCard issuer Global Cash.HK, one of Hong Kong's biggest MasterCard issuer, and this is to simplify the utilization of crypto. Now, anybody holding 10,000 WAR or more in their wallet can apply for a MasterCard, which will be connected to your wallet for the use of WAR. Now, we also had the ability to integrate any other blockchain platform, product, or service adding value to the community, as we are a decentralized application or a DApp blockchain application. Now, and this is adding value to the community, of course. And the WAR is a pricing mechanism based on various factors: supply, demand, utility, and the entire value of the Wotoken platform itself. It's owned, operated, and run by an established exchange. It's already been running for more than 6 months. We are over 300,000 users in more than 90 countries, and 100% of the Wotoken users are making profits. We do 100% risk-free arbitrage trading on your behalf. It is confirmed and proven on the blockchain or on the Etherscan, so to say. So this is what we wanted to say. This is the introduction of the Wotoken DApp wallet. If you found this interesting and you want to move on, please get back to the person who invited you to take a look at this video, and they will help you set it up. I want to thank you so much for listening in, and bye-bye.